G'day, figured I might do an update of how everything's going at Osmod. Still moving things around inside the garage, but yeah, so pretty much the Nugget is, well, it's got some new wheels because the old ones that you can see there, one of them happened to be buckled. There's a sort of one reason why it failed roadworthy, as well as the drive shaft was rooted. So that's basically, I had to buy myself another daily, so this is now just going to become a pure track car, and I've got some other plans rather than using the little 1.3 in it, which is quite tired. So it's the clutch. There's not much clutch left in it, as I found out while I was moving it, moving stuff here. So I went out and I found this 323, as you would have seen on the Facebook page on Gumtree for $250. Sure enough, it's not much to look at, but when I looked at it, saw it has the BP 1.8 that you normally would find in like a MX-5, but they had them in the 323Fs as what this is. So I'm going to stick that motor and gearbox inside the Nugget. So should be interesting in doing that. But was a little bit worried because when I bought this, it didn't start because the starter motor's rooted, or the wiring to it is rooted. So had to be push started, but as soon as it push started, it runs beautifully, runs like a dream. And it drove 60 k's from where I picked it up in Cranbourne to where I'm living now. So, and didn't overheat, didn't have any issues. So it's a good base to start on to modify. It may eventually end up being turboed. I'm not sure, depending on how much room is in the engine bay once this engine is in the Nugget. So that's something to look forward to. Might also try and fit some things like the rear brakes. As this has discs all the way around, and the Nugget has drums on the back and smaller brakes on the front. Not sure if this is going to work, but I'll look into it anyway. So yes, Wasabi is sitting here. Not much has really happened to it. It's just getting dusty for now. I do intend on putting this in it. So an RB25 DET Neo out of a C34 Stagia. I had that for my R32, but I needed a daily, so I traded my R32 for something that was roadworthy and registered. So didn't particularly really want to do it, but I didn't have any cash because I just bought a house, and because the Nugget didn't get its roadworthy, it kind of, tied my hands. So, yeah, will be interesting because seeing as that's got the front diff in it, I'm going to I'm going to probably convert the Wasabi into as I said, an RB25 DET Neo all-wheel drive car. So, will be interesting to do, mess around with that. Will take some time. Obviously, I've still got to get some parts like a rear subframe from. Probably get one from a Skyline or something like that to stick in Wasabi, and it'll require some body work. So it'll happen. It won't happen overnight, but it'll happen. And as you probably would have just seen, is got a little CBR 250. I've had this bike. Well, me and Matt originally bought this for $800 back in 2010, late 2010. And I was still recovering from my car accident, which quite a funny story. Well, it's quite funny when to go and pick this up, because we picked this all the way up at the border, and it was like a 3-day bloody trip in order to go pick this up and get back home again. And I was still on crutches and still unable to walk properly when with my broken leg. And it was a good trip. It was fun. But yeah, paid $800 for it. We planned on cleaning it up and then selling it. But it's basically it's now sort of become my bike, and planning on just turning it into just a track bike. So I will be getting my bike license, so I can then take this to the track and I can race along with Matt against his little track bike that he's got, which is a pretty awesome little bike. So that's the plans for that. And and as for the VP is, sitting waiting for Matt and I to get back together, again and put the NOS kit and the diff gears in it. Work kind of stopped on this car because where I was living before in Tyab, the landlords were, they were quite nosy and liked to drive past quite regularly and to see if they saw anything that was being worked on the property, they would then send me an email asking me questions about it and whatnot. So it got to the point where it was just like Matt and I could not work on the car or do anything major on the car. So putting in diff gears, it's kind of a major job. We probably could have put in the NOS kit, but we wanted to put the diff gears in first and take that for a spin before putting the NOS kit in, maybe. But yeah, anyway, it's now in my new house, and we'll start work on it again soon, very soon. So yeah, be looking forward to getting that thing back out of the track. It's been far too long from being to the track. So yeah, and you've probably seen, yes, also got the tow truck. Would like to have had this on the road sooner, but needs a new engine. The 351 in it is quite tired and it's blowing oil out everywhere, so it's definitely not in the best of shape. Transmission leaks like a sieve. So plans are I'll be saving up and getting myself a 460 big block, another C6 auto, and so just to make it nice and easy and lazy, so that you don't have to put my foot down to get it moving anywhere with a car on the back. But I am looking forward to getting this thing on the road, because then I can do some towing for for a little bit of side cash. So, and this is the daily driver. It's the N14 Triple S Pulsar Jap spec. It's got the SR20 in it. 5-speed manual. Goes pretty good for what it is. It runs a little bit rich because it's got an aftermarket exhaust on it, and it's a standard ECU on standard tune. So I'm going to look into getting a tune on it, so at least it's better on fuel. But not much is really going to happen to this. Might put some wheels on it. Might just leave the wheels that are on it as it is, because daily driver, it doesn't have to be too crazy or anything like that. So, but so that's basically how everything is going here at Osmods at the new house. So anyway, I will be pulling the engine out soon on the 323, and it is going to be a bit hard filming and working at the same time, especially doing it as detailed as I had done in the past. So I might end up just not really showing how I'm removing the engine from the 323, but I'll show installing it into the 121, because that side of it will be people will be more interested in that side than how to remove an engine, because it's not that hard to remove an engine anyway. But for now, I'll leave it at that, and catch you later.